Hey everyone, Dollistic here, and today we're doing a bit of an interesting unboxing. We are doing the newest Skyler Bradshaw doll from the Rainbow World line of Rainbow High. I think it's just colloquially called that. I don't know if it's technically called the Rainbow World line, but I think that's just what fans have been calling it. Now, this is not the first doll from the reboot that I have opened. It's the first one I've done like an unbox. Oh, it's the first one I've done an unboxing for on my channel. I have unboxed the Swim and Style Ruby and Violet, but this is my first like deluxe release that I've unboxed for the soft reboot of Rainbow High, and I'm interested to see what's going on with her. I mean, I have a pretty good idea because, I'm just a massive fan of Rainbow High. So I try to stay as up to date as possible with everything new that's coming out. I try to be as informed as possible. And yeah, so we've known these dolls were coming for a while. Obviously, they've been on store shelves for a hot minute. You've probably seen unboxings for these already. But I've just been waiting to try to finish the other lines that Rainbow High and Shadow High have out right now before I bought a new one. But today I was at the store and I was just like, I was taken by Skylar. I think she's my favorite of the Rainbow World line, which is really saying something because Skylar has never been that big of a character to me. Like, she's never been one of my favorites. Something about how this doll is put together just really speaks to me, and I really enjoy it. But yeah, so let's take a look at the new packaging because it is still that window box design where you've got the doll and then there are accessories and whatnot on this side. But as you can see, they have changed things up where they've got her big artwork down here with her pet. I'm really interested in seeing what animal this is. I think it's some sort of aquatic animal. I don't really remember. But like, I think those are fins. But then it's also got a horn. So I don't know. Maybe a narwhal? I don't know. Hopefully they'll tell us in this package somewhere. But as you can see, they've got their new tagline, "Shine Brighter Together." Uh, I'm not a big like glitter on dolls person, but I know these are geared more towards a younger demographic, so it makes sense that they're sort of rebranding with this like sparkly, glittery thing that's going on. You can see right here they've got this like holographic rainbow as seen on Rainbow World. I'm not quite sure what that means. I guess that's going to be the next season of Rainbow High on their YouTube channel. It's just weird to say that when it's not out yet, and also to say it's as seen on Rainbow World, not on Rainbow High or like on YouTube, because that's where the show is. I don't know. And then of course the new name flag. Oh, why are you not focusing? I don't think it wants to focus because of this like holographic stuff because it's on that too. I don't know. But like you can see her perfectly well, but then this is blurry. That's so weird. Anyway, it says her name. It has that blue little gemstone heart. You can see the glittery holographic continues on the sides, and it has her name in silver, Skyler Bradshaw. I do kind of like that. I like the big name. And then on the back, you can see this new artwork of all of the girls together, except for Poppy, because Poppy has perished. She has disappeared. She will never be seen again. So we've got Ruby, Sunny, Skylar, Amaya, Jade, and Violet, and then some of their pets. And the new read up down here in a font that I hate. I'm gonna be so honest. I hate how this looks. Again, I know they're rebranding more towards a younger demographic. So this like funky fun font where it kind of changes every other word will hold their interest more. But for me, I am just simply not a fan. But it says, in Rainbow World, your besties customize their fashion and pets with liquid rainbow sparkle slime for a magical one-of-a-kind look. I don't really live for it, but I know it's not necessarily for me. So, oh, it also, talks about the slime thing here. You can put slime in the pet, in the bag, in this little container, and then in her shoes as well. I am going to hope that this box is easy. I don't know. I haven't actually watched any unboxings for these dolls. Just because I haven't really wanted to feel pressure to buy them, Because there's so much... Oh, okay, there's a lot of tape. I'm so sorry this is happening off screen. There's no way for me to do this on camera and for it to look normal. Okay, I got her out of the box. Jeez, that was Too much work. Let's free her from her tea ties. Oh, look at that. Still an absurd amount of tea ties for a doll that really isn't going anywhere. I promise, MGA, like, she's not going anywhere. You don't have to tea tie every single square inch of her. Oh, they seem softer to cut, though. That's nice. I'm going to take her stand and comb out off screen, and I'll be right back. Okay, and here is her stand. It is the typical Rainbow High stand. Thankfully, they still come with them. And it is in the regular Skyler blue. We love to see it. And, ooh, she is out. She does not have shoes yet. So I'm going to get those out and put them on her so that we can actually, like, put her on the stand and she won't be slipping and sliding around. All right, and there she is with her shoes on. I also wanted to show the comb. It's a new sculpt. So it's actually like in a normal comb shape instead of that sort of rectangle one that they had before. I'm not gonna lie, I actually like this quite a bit more. And it's got some really interesting sculpted details. It's like geometric. Like, it's really neat. And honestly, this is probably easier to use than the rectangle ones. All right, well, now that she's all put together, let's get into the normal unboxing stuff that we do. Okay, so starting with her hair, as always, she has it in this high pony with a hair wrap, and it has 3 distinct blues in it. I really like how they decided to do the blend, because I feel like Skyler, something about her that's always sort of like turned me off is how she would just have those like 2 vastly different blues, like one right on top of the other. It wasn't blended. It wasn't like, it just looked really funky and I was not a fan, but I enjoy this quite a bit. Her hair goes down to about her knees. Very nice. And it is not as gelled as you'd think it would be, because usually they gel the hell out of these dolls, but it's actually not. It's also not as soft as it usually is. I wonder if it's a lower quality nylon than they were using before. Now, mind you, that is pure speculation. I don't know for sure. It is still nylon. Like, it's very nice. But I think it might be a lower grade nylon. It's just not quite as pleasant to feel as the older dolls. But again, I could be wrong about that. She is going to get washed and conditioned just like every other doll that I get. So after that, I'm sure she'll be fine. She does have a little bit of a matting issue over here just from being in packaging and from haphazard gel. But again, that is to be expected from these dolls. And she does seem to have like a good amount of hair. Her ponytail just needs to be redone and like zhuzhed a little and it'll be fine. And for her makeup, actually before I do the makeup, her face sculpt. So they do have the like updated version of the original face sculpt where the eyes aren't quite as like buggy looking. And it's very nice. I like this face sculpt. And I do like the way they applied the makeup. I chose the best Skyler that was on the shelf. However, she is a little misprinted. Like you can see in the eyebrows, she's a little misprinted. And the lower lashes are too far down. I may end up just acetoning those away so she's not as raccoon-eyed. But we'll see about that. She does have brown eyebrows. They're very nice. They're a shape that I enjoy. Sort of just rectangular and it like comes to a point. I love that. And for her makeup, she has like blue shadow in this big wing, and then they applied glitter on top of it in blue. She, of course, has the black eyeliner, and she has a little bit of a soft blue underneath with her black lower lashes. It's very pretty. There is some messiness down here. She has blush. She has a lot of blush, actually, which I love. I love the over-blushed look. I think it's beautiful. And then for her lips, they are just like a sort of neutral red color, and they, like, faded it out. I think it's really pretty. I love the look, and they're very glossy. I love that. I love a glossy lip on a doll. And of course, the elephant in the room. She has glitter face. I also tried to pick one that had the least amount of glitter, but that didn't really It was either the least amount of glitter or the best placed makeup, so I picked the best placed makeup, and I'm just gonna have to deal with the glitter. I don't know how the glitter is applied, but I've seen that people are able to get it off with acetone. I don't know if I'm willing to try that because it might mess up the rest of her makeup, and I don't know. It's all on her forehead, and it's all over her forehead, and it comes down past her nose a little bit. And it's in both silver and like a rainbow glitter. I know it all seems like just one glitter on camera, but in person, you can definitely tell there's both silver and rainbow. I mean, it's cool how it catches in the light. It's just a very weird thing to put on a doll. And of course, she has her typical blue eyes. I think this one is a little like just not in the socket super well. Okay, that's a little bit better. And she does have earring holes, but to my knowledge, she does not come with them. Down to her top, she is wearing this transparent vinyl jacket made of blue vinyl. It is so cool. I think this is an amazing piece. I think vinyl clothing is really, really neat when done well, and I think this is done very well. Like, look at it. It has pockets. It has a proper collar. Like, the stitching goes all the way around. Even, like, the decorative stitching on the back. Like, look at that. That's so cool. And it's fitted very nicely. Now, I imagine this will make bending her arms a little more difficult, just because vinyl, especially on, especially vinyl, especially on this scale, makes, like, okay, she'll hold. That's nice. Anyway, on this scale, vinyl can tend to be really stiff because there's just not very much of it to move around. But it's nice. And there's, like, cuffs at the bottom. This is very impressive, and they still have these, like, silver buttons applied on top. I'm impressed. Do these open? Oh, cool. I mean, they're not real pockets, obviously, but they still have the pocket flaps. That's cool. And underneath the jacket, she has on a sleeveless tee, and I think it's sort of a crop top, but it's just a little short, maybe a baby tee, a sleeveless baby tee. It starts off white at the collar and then ombres down into this darker blue. It's very pretty. I would call the color like blueberry. It's very pretty. And then on top, there's this hard plastic piece that says magic with silver letters. That's very cool. For her bottoms, she has on this really interesting asymmetrical skirt. It is a faux denim, like a doll grade denim with this silver paint applied. And something that's really cool about this is that, you know, over time, this will wear, like this silver paint will probably come off. I don't see any coming off on my fingers right now, but it will probably come off simply because it is applied on top of the fabric, but it will look intentional because it already looks distressed. I like that the natural decay of an item is actually worked into the design. That's really neat. Is it hemmed? It's not hemmed, and I don't think it's like burned or anything to keep it from fraying. I don't know if it'll fray. Like, I don't know how bad denim frays. So, I don't know. Is it hemmed on this side? Oh my god, that's not even hemmed. That's so weird. It's like they took it and just cut it after they did the stitching. Because you can see it coming apart here. How odd. I guess just public safety announcement. Y'all may want to like put some safety stitches here to keep it from ripping apart. That's so strange. Why would they do that? Rainbow High. Come on now. Like, I get this not being hemmed. That's fine. It honestly kind of goes with the look anyway. But this not having, like, safety stitching to keep it from separating? That's disappointing. But in typical Rainbow High fashion, there are still working pockets on both sides. Oh, and the little, like, mini pocket that some jeans have. That's fun. And working pockets on both of the rear panels. Rainbow High may be changing a lot, but there's still detail, and I appreciate that. All right, and then down to her shoes. The shoes are interesting. They are a revamped version of her original doll's sneakers, and the platform is open. So the gimmick with all of these dolls is that their shoes have platforms that you can take off and put slime in. And you can see that the top is sort of translucent white with this iridescent shimmer on top, the white laces. I actually think it's probably the same exact sculpt on the top here, and then the platform is just the thing that's changed. And it says blue. That's fun. But yeah, it's got a little, like, cavern here. Cavern? That was an interesting word choice. Anyway, it's got a little container here that you can put slime in. And that's like a firm plastic, whereas this is the sort of soft plastic that they use for shoes normally. Before I get into the extra accessories, I do want to sort of talk about the other elephant in the room with these dolls. That is the lack of typical articulation for Rainbow High. So you can tell without taking off the jacket. I'm going to pull up the sleeve a little bit. But you can tell that we have lost the wrist articulation. Now it still swivels, which is good. But we have lost wrist articulation. And we also apparently lost painted nails, which is just such a weird corner to cut. I mean, I get it, but that's just odd. And then I'm going to have to take off her skirt to show you this, so, like, you know it's true. Because I didn't believe it at first, but we lost the hip swivel. Is that staining or fuzz? Okay, I think it's just fuzz. Oh, wow. This is actually way different than I thought. Sorry to fully turn her upside down. It's just the best way for me to do that without her hair being in the way. Again, we've lost those articulation points. I am really unhappy with that. And this video is so long. I'm so sorry. I'm just now seeing that I've been recording forever. I am really disappointed in losing those points of articulation. I think wrists are integral for a doll, especially for a doll brand like Rainbow High, who has very fitted clothing where you kind of need to be able to take off the hands to put on these pieces because their fingers snag the fabric so easily. And there are some fabric where if it snags on that finger, it's going to rip a hole in it. So I am quite disappointed with the lack here. But now that I've gotten that out of the way, which is a sad thing, let's get into her extra accessories. First up, we have this crystal slime container. So it's really pretty. It's a big molded crystal, and it's in blue with all of this glitter in the plastic, and it pops open like this. And it has the container for the slime powder in there. I don't plan on doing the slime. I'm sorry if you were expecting that. I don't do like water play features on my channel. Not usually. Just because like this is where I film and I don't really have great filming spots in the rest of my house right now. So I don't have anywhere to really do the water feature that wouldn't mess something up. Like I'm not risking getting slime on these bears because it would be a nightmare to get out. So I'm not doing the slime. I apologize for that, but I do want to go over everything. So of course there's the crystal container. It also comes with this little like piece with glitter in it, which I'm assuming is supposed to go on the slime. It's not packaged with the slime powder. It's on a different part of it, but I figure it's for that. We've got her duffel bag. It actually says Skyler Bradshaw on it, which is really cool. Oh my gosh, someone in the comments just told me what it was. On my blue ranking video, there's that Skyler that comes in the like design set. Is it Dream and Design? Design and Dream? Whatever that set that Skyler comes with all the fabric and stuff. Does she come with this bag? In that set, her clothes had her own name on it. So is this like a reused mold that I don't know about? Did it come with that? I don't know. And it opens like this. Everything wants to focus on her face and not on what I'm holding, which is so fun. And her final extra accessory is her pet. So this is Bluebell, as we learned from the packaging. It does not tell us what kind of animal this is. And I don't think those are fins. They actually look more like claws now. So I have no idea what this creature is. It is just this. But it's really cute. I think it's super sweet. It's very like geometric. Almost looks like it's made out of crystals. The way you put slime in this is really haunting, by the way. I thought it was the face because like look at it. It kind of looked like that would be it, but no. You have to like... See, I can't even really get it now. I had to pull so hard to get this apart. And it's hard doing it like in front of a camera. Okay. Is that not haunting? Like you have to decapitate the pet to put slime in it? wild. And then you have to like line it up. It goes back on super easy, but getting it off is crazy. Which I guess is a good thing if a kid does put slime in here, because then like it doesn't seem like it would leak out because the seal is kind of tight. So that's a good thing. And I did read the instructions for making the slime. It's just adding water and then like adding these things and then shaking to make the slime. And this is apparently supposed to be used as a spoon to get the a spoon to get the slime out. So that's why they changed the mold. That's cool. I appreciate them putting multiple uses for an item that maybe doesn't get that much use, you know? But yeah, that is everything that Rainbow World Skyler comes with. I've talked a lot about her in this whole video, so my final thoughts aren't really different than anything I've said before now. I'm disturbed by the removed points of articulation, obviously. As a collector, as a restyler, it definitely sets these dolls back a little bit for me. And I am not really someone that has a lot of extra Rainbow High bodies lying around, so I can't really rebody her. And I know the slime feature is not for me, but I'm sure kids love it. And it does come with instructions on how to make it and how to clean up after it. I would say, like, if you put slime in any of these things, clean it really well afterwards, because you just have no idea what's going to happen to that slime if it gets left in a toy over time. I mean, this is designed to keep the slime in it, so keep it in here. I wouldn't keep it in any of the other stuff, just for longevity purpose. But yeah, I mean, what she comes with is really cute. I think her outfit is really fun. Oh, you know what? Hold on. So this is original Skyler. I did get her second hand, so she doesn't come with a stand, but she is completely dressed. And I think it's interesting seeing the, like, then versus now, like the OG versus the new. I mean, we're kind of back to the non-painted nails, of course. And she can still, I think, I don't have her in a very, like, hard to do pose. So let's match it. See, I guess that's fine. I just hate not having the articulation. But she's pretty. I think this one is definitely better. And the shoes. These shoes are definitely higher platforms, which you can see they absolutely just copied the mold for the top here. That's fun. So these Rainbow World dolls do... Oh, I am just beating up this pet. These Rainbow... These Rainbow World dolls, I said at that time. These Rainbow World dolls retail for $24.99, so they're $25. I think that is a completely reasonable price for these dolls. Although, mind you, I think these original dolls were also $25, and they came with 2 outfits, but I do understand that that's not really possible anymore, however many years later it is. But it is disappointing, although she does have head tilt and Miss Thing does not. But yeah, it's also cool to see how the face sculpt has evolved. Like, look at how gigantic the eyes are here. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I actually think Wave 1 is fine. But, like, this is better. But these are also, like, the same character. Isn't that wild? What is it, 3-4 years later? Interesting. Oh, yeah, wow. It's gonna be 4 years this year. Because these came out in 2020? Near the end of 2020, mind you. But it was 2020. That really should be all I have to say. I think they're worth their price. I just hate that they don't have the articulation. I don't like the glitter applied directly to the skin. That's something that I really think should have been, like, they could have given us glitter to apply to the skin instead of putting it on, just because it looks a little insane. There's not really a rhyme or reason to it. I don't know. But the outfit is really cool. I love this outfit. I know it wasn't, like, a hit with a lot of Rainbow High fans, but I think it's excellent. And now that we're at the end, I actually do kind of want to talk about this a little bit. I have a theory, and I won't know if it's true or not until the next wave is leaked, because, like, we didn't have leaks for these dolls until well into when they were coming, and we don't really know the lineup for the next year, which is absolutely insane. Like, I think this is the first year since 2021 where we haven't had, like, leakers haven't had, like, full information on what's coming. I'm curious if these dolls don't have the full articulation because they had to devote the budget to, like, the extra stuff here. and making sure the clothes were still high quality. I don't know. I'd be really interested to see the budget breakdown on these dolls, and maybe we'll get the articulation back with the next release. I don't know. I really hope we do, because I think this has already cost Rainbow High a lot of fans. People are still buying the dolls, mind you. I mean, I'm sticking with this brand until the walls fall off. Like, walls, wheels. I'm sticking. Oh my god, I'm sticking with this brand until the wheels fall off because I just love them so much. Rainbow High is what got me into collecting. It will always have the highest, most warm place in my heart because it really. Oh my god, I'm getting emotional. Why? I just love doll collecting. It's something that has brought me joy in times where I have not had any, and Rainbow High really did that for me. So I'm gonna be with this brand until the wheels fall off. Like, I'm gonna be with this brand until the desert takes over. Like, I'm with it. I may not always like what they do, but I'm gonna stick with it. And I'm gonna hope that maybe I'm right and maybe we'll get the wrists back. At least the wrists, please, Rainbow High. At least give us the wrists back for the next release. The hip swivel sucks to lose, but I can live without a hip swivel if I can have the wrist back. Please. Please. Uh okay. I don't know how long the video is gonna be after I edit it, but I've been recording for 45 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope this was as informative as I could make it. I really tried to hit every point that I wanted to, and everything that I as a collector would have wanted to see in this video for this new line. So if I missed anything, please let me know in the comments, but I hope y'all enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube things, do none of them. Just insanely happy that y'all are like interacting with my content at all. I just hit 800 subscribers, which is wild to me. I'm so pleased. Like, I've really been growing a lot in the last few months, and it makes me so happy because I enjoy doing YouTube videos so much. Like, I enjoy doing these so much, and it means the world that people are also enjoying it. So thank you. But yeah, I put out new videos every Monday and Friday for the most part. So I will see you in the next one. I hope you have a great day. Bye.